As a little over the midpoint of September, and today marks exactly 15 weeks before the curtain comes down on 2024. Trusting you will wherever you might find yourself across the globe. Much appreciated for making a date with me for Tuesday installment of Primetime News. I'm Michael Madimba. We commence tonight's installment with the presidency. Head of State Nangolo Mbumba will attend the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly, set to take place from the 19th to the 28th of September. The President will co-chair a key summit during the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly, held under the theme, Leaving No One Behind, acting together for the advancement of peace, sustainable development and human dignity for present and future generations. Shova Walls brings us our lead report.
This year, the United Nations General Assembly coincides with the Summit of the Future, which will be co-chaired by Namibian President Mbumba and Chancellor Olaf Scholz of the Federal Republic of Germany. It will be held under the theme, Multilateral Solutions for a Better Tomorrow. As chair, President Mbumba will deliver statements during the opening session and interactive dialogues on diverse issues such as enhancing the global system for current and future generations, a notice issued by the Namibian presidency said on Monday. Mbumba is expected to participate in several meetings on the margins of the UNG 879.
Minister of Education, Arts and Culture Anangi Bonoka on Monday launched the 2024 Namibian Heritage Week in the capital. This year, the week will be observed under the theme, Cultuur as Gemeenskap, Gemeenskap as Cultuur. The theme, translated from Afrikaans to English, Culture is Community, Community is Culture, highlights the deep connection between culture and community. Now, the week-long commemoration commenced on the 16th of September and will run until the 22nd of September as well.
This year's theme, Cultuur as Gemeenskap, Gemeenskap is Cultuur, speaks directly to the Minister of Education, Arts and Culture's vision for the future of education in Namibia. It emphasizes the importance of integrating our community into every aspect of learning, from early childhood development to tertiary education. And I believe you have seen it from our student teachers, the way they are performing. It aligns with our goal of creating an educational landscape that is not only globally competitive, but deeply rooted in our unique cultural heritage. As we continue to build a more inclusive and accessible education system, this theme reminds us that our heritage is not something to be left in the past, but something to be actively preserved, taught, and celebrated. We must understand the power of our heritage to teach future generations about resilience, innovation, and community. By entrenching these values into our education system, we are preparing young Namibians to become global citizens who never forget their roots. That's very important.
On to matters pertaining to law enforcement. Inspector General of the Namibian Police Force, Lieutenant General Joseph Shikongo, has expressed his readiness for retirement, despite speculation suggesting that his term might be extended. Shikongo, who has been the police chief since August 2022, is set to retire at the end of this month as he turns 60 on Wednesday. More context from this report.
There has been speculations within the police force that Shikongo's tenure might be extended. He told Nampa on Monday that the appointing authority has not yet contacted him for a possible extension. He said the authority appointed him, so the authority first has to discuss the matter. Shikongo added that he is unaware of any extension. Nobody has communicated anything to him. The police chief noted that he is ready to retire and prepared to go home like any other person turning 60. He stressed, let people not live in rumors, let them wait for the appointing authority or me to tell them if there is anything. Further stating that his focus is actually to go home. He was in the war and the journey he traveled was very long.
Moving on. The Electoral Commission of Namibia, or ECN, says all aspiring independent candidates in the 27th November 2024 presidential elections should adhere to the strict statutory timelines for the nomination period, which is set to run from the 26th of September to the 14th of October 2024. Once again, more context from this report.
The Commission wishes to advise all aspiring independent candidates that it will only accept the list of required supporters who are registered voters premised on the 2014 voters register if lodged with it by the 30th of September 2024. In the event that the list of the required supporters is submitted after the 30th of September 2024, the Commission will verify the names against the voters register produced during the 2024 General Registration of Voters, which is said to be published in the Government Gazette on the 30th of September 2024. The Commission urges all aspiring independent candidates to familiarize themselves with the aforementioned requirements in view of the discard of the 2014 voters register on 30th of September 2024 upon the publication of the 2024 voters register on the even date.
Stay tuned for your top roundup with the business segment afterwards. Welcome to Primetime Biz, your premier source for all updates business related. Tonight's theme encompasses business and investment. Namibia Investment Promotion and Development Board Chief Executive Officer Nangula Wanja shared success stories of the investment house at the Government Information Center on Monday and noted the investment body has made great strides in promoting Namibia as the preferred investment destination to the world. A brainchild of the late President Dr. Hage Geingob, the Namibia Investment Promotion Board, also known as NIPDB, was established in January 2021 with the aim of spotlighting Namibia as an investment destination of choice by improving the ease of doing business and unlocking opportunities that enable a better quality of life for all Namibians.
Investment being known and so forth does not thrive on secrecy. It thrives on visibility.
Right.
And therefore, we felt like our best job, our first responsibility as investment promotion, and it was deliberately put in the name, investment, Namibia Investment Promotion and Development Board. It was put there specifically saying we need to promote. And it's really promoting Namibia as a preferred investment destination. And what was happening there is before we came into office, of course, we noted for quite a number of years that capital was flowing out of Namibia. So we needed to establish Namibia as a place where capital will be retained and capital will start to fly and come into Namibia. And therefore, taking Namibia globally and marketing Namibia as it's an ideal location, it's a stable economy, it's a country that is governed by the rule of law, it's a country that has got good infrastructure and so on. It was important. And yes, we believe that when we started, we found that the government has already signed up for us to participate at what they call the Dubai Expo 2020, where we went there. It was actually one of the first assignments that we were given. Here it is. There is a commitment here, please take on that commitment. And we took a team there that was in Dubai for 6 months. And that job, that team, we believe that they did an excellent job of promoting Namibia and taking Namibia really to a global stage. The good thing is that there you have got about 192 countries that were participating. And with those 192 countries that participating, it's really meeting many investors, meeting many people at one platform.
Right.
And we were promoting Namibia as an investment destination. We were promoting Namibia as a tourist destination. We were promoting the culture of Namibia. We were promoting Namibia, the brand Namibia as a whole.
Yes.
So it was not about an NIPDB event or an NIPDB function. We were coordinating it on behalf of Namibia, and that is why really we had representatives from the Ministry of Education that were looking at the outside, tourism. We had representatives from Mines and Energy talking about the resources of Namibia. So we had representatives from various ministries, offices, and agencies to represent Namibia.
Meanwhile, Namibia Investment Promotion and Development Board Chief Executive Officer Nangula Wanja has urged Namibians to conceptualize their business ideas before approaching the investment house for support. Wanja made this call during an information sharing session at the Government Information Center on Monday.
All of us have got ideas. So if everybody thinks, I've got the idea, let's go to NIPDB. So we will spend a lot of time meeting people with ideas. So you have to conceptualize your idea. Don't just say, I've got an idea, send an email there, let us have a conversation. So to the extent possible, please conceptualize your idea. And you look at it and say, my idea, okay, do I have land? Do I have know-how? Whatever, a skill or something, intellectual property. What is the basis of my idea? Do I have capital? Do I have human resources? So that is what you have to look at. And when I come to NIPDB, what am I looking for? So because you cannot be looking for all of this. For all of this, you kind of have to come and say, okay, NIPDB, I have got this land and I think I need to use it for ABCD, and I need somebody with know-how and somebody with capital. Or NIPDB, I have got this idea of ABCD, it's intellectual property, nobody else has it, and I think I need somebody to help me scale. So think about your idea, determine which of these you have. And when you have got conversation, like I've had sometimes conversation with people and say, I want to do this, and I tell, what makes your idea not replicable? Because
how is it different?
Yeah, how is it different from somebody else's idea?
Let's now check in with the Meteorological Service for tomorrow's countrywide weather forecast, followed by a summary of your business and economics roundup. Catch Sport Planet on the other side. kick off the segment with, yes, you guessed it right, Champions League football. The creme de la creme of European football is back with some mouth-watering clashes lined up tonight and tomorrow. But first, it's a preview of last season's surprise finalist Borussia Dortmund. The black and yellow have undergone a summer of upheaval on and off the pitch ahead of Wednesday's Champions League opener at Club Brugge. Now, Dortmund's unlikely run to last season's final, where they dominated for much of the match but lost 2-0 to Real Madrid, marks a poor domestic season. Dortmund finished fifth, 27 points behind unbeaten Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen. Staying with the Champions League, Manchester City are braced for the Champions League reunion with Inter Milan at the start of an expanded tournament that will be so tough for the 2023 winners. Pep Guardiola's side beat Inter 1-0 in the final 2 seasons ago as Rodri's goal clinched their first Champions League crown on a memorable night in Istanbul. Inter visit the Etihad Stadium on Wednesday and City's first experience of the competition's new format, in which 36 teams compete in one table and play 8 fixtures each, instead of the traditional group stage with 6 matches. Now, City defender Manuel Akanji is not a fan of the new model because of the extra burden it will place on players and a grueling season, which will conclude with Guardiola's men competing in the Club World Cup in the United States. Despite his complaints, the 29-year-old Akanji is relishing the chance to face Inter again after the treble-winning triumph 15 months ago. Stay tuned for your sports roundup. This concludes Tuesday's edition of Primetime News. Many thanks for watching. Do follow the on-screen prompts and subscribe to the Nampa TV platform to stay updated on developments shaping the global village. On behalf of myself, Michael Medimba, and the crew behind the scenes, it's good night.